how have you seen the guys respond and rebound from Iowa a couple days ago?
Yeah, I think when we first get back, you want to kind of process what happened, especially in a game like that, an overtime game, and really learn from it. And I think we're doing a good job of that. And then, once after a day goes by, about kind of moving on, getting ready for the next one. So I think we've responded great and had a great couple of days of prep so far. Looking forward to tomorrow and then game day.
What have you learned about that process, this being your fifth year of college basketball, just that process that you go through between games, recovering from a loss, things like that? What have you learned over the years about that?
Yeah, I think you got to have a short memory in sports and not really think about it. Obviously, you take what you can from a loss or a win and learn and see what you did good, see what you need to work on, and then kind of flushing it away and getting ready for the next one. I think it's important to move on when it's time, and it's a quick turnaround, especially in this time of the year. So just getting back on our feet and worrying about the next one.
Playing some of your best basketball right now these past 2 games in double figures, just what's personally for you what's been working well?
Yeah, I think just how we're playing as a team. I think we've seen guys have some good games and really play team basketball. I think for me individually is just slowing the game down and looking to get others involved and push the pace a little bit when I know we can. And I still need to get better at that with this team, just getting us to our spots and executing, especially down the stretch in the last one. But I think for me it's just kind of staying poised and picking my spots.
Going off that, you had a good amount of possessions in that Iowa game where you were able to back down hard and just use your size in a post up. How big, I guess, how big of your game is that, and just over the years of your career?
Yeah, I think I'm a bigger guard. And, we have Bryce and Juwan and even AU to an extent, and people who can play that way. So I think it's good for our team to be able to move people around like that. And we probably should have gotten to it more. And again, that's on me getting us in our spots, making sure we execute mismatches. But I think when you got something going, no matter who it is, kind of getting into that could have helped us late. But I think for me, it's just kind of staying aggressive and staying poised on the offensive end.
How tough is it to keep up the same intensity on the defensive end when maybe you have some possessions on the road on offense where you don't score as a team and just keeping that same mindset on defense despite that?
Yeah, I think we saw that happen a little, which you want to mitigate that type of stuff. I think you don't want one end to affect the other, and that happened to us a little bit in that game. And I think that's why late, and especially in overtime, the game kind of got away from us. And so obviously we got to learn from that. And I think we've been pretty good all year in late game. And obviously we had missed free throws, and I missed a bunch of them. So I want to clean that up. But I think just for us, it's really just execution late, and when you don't execute on both ends, it really hurts. And I think we saw that in the Iowa game, and obviously we're working on that this week, and we'll clean that stuff up going forward.
How do you go about addressing that, the mental part of that, like you're talking about?
Yeah, I think obviously we watch film pretty much every day, and then really getting yourself prepared too, I think helps. We do a lot of stuff outside of practice as a team, working our minds as well, because it's just as important as your body. So I think just focusing on ourselves and what we need to do going into this next game.
How do you work your mind?
We do a lot of things. You can visualize, meditate, all that stuff. Really lock into what you need to do or what you haven't been doing, whether it's on film and translating it to the court, that type of stuff.
You mentioned getting guys in the right spot. Obviously, you're first year with the team. How long into the year does it take for you to figure out, where guys like to be and when, I guess, building that chemistry with them?
Yeah, I think we have it. I think for me, it's just kind of demanding it out there, and I got to be better that way. And then also as a team, executing down the stretch. I think that's the first and only game we've seen this year where we kind of, we didn't execute how we wanted. And obviously as a point guard leading the team, that's your job. But I think we're not worried about it. It's just a learning curve and see what we need to work on and how we need to do it better.
Rollie, how have you seen Braden Smith so far this season? How do you think you can affect him when he's on offense and you're defending him?
Yeah, he's a great player. They have a lot of great players, and it's a great team, and they're playing really good basketball right now. And I just think for us, it's just sticking to our game plan and making sure we have a lot of activity on the ball and our off the ball are really on point in our rotations and stuff. And I think that's the key for our defense in general, and especially versus a team and a guy that's really good at finding other people.